This is Support is Sexy, episode 112, and today we're going to talk about letting it go. Welcome to the Support is Sexy podcast. I'm your host, Elayne Fluker, entrepreneur, author, producer, and founder of Chic Rebellion Media. 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, I talk to women entrepreneurs who share their journeys and the true stories of their wins and their lessons, and give you insight and inspiration to take your business and your life to the next level. Here we go. Hi, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Support is Sexy. I'm excited to have you here. You know, it just would not be the same without you. So today I want to share a funny story with you, a goofy story. This shows you how goofy I am, but I'm going to share this with you all because you're my friends and you're not going to make fun of me. You're going to laugh with me. I am creating a campaign for Support is Sexy that I'm very excited about. I'm creating it for ifundwomen.com. That's the letter I, F-U-N-D, women.com, which is a crowdfunding platform exclusively for women. I interviewed the CEO and founder, Karen Khan, a few episodes ago. Make sure you go back and look at that. Great interview. Really love Karen. Love what she's doing. And with her encouragement, I'm creating a campaign for I Fund Women for Support is Sexy. I'm really excited about it. It's my first time doing a crowdfunding campaign, so I'm a little nervous also, but you'll hear all about it. Not even just to promote it, but also because I want to tell you about the journey and what it was like in case any of you are thinking about crowdfunding for what you're creating. I'll tell you my experiences and what I learned and all that good stuff. But as you know, with a crowdfunding platform, you have to create a video to go along with your story and your images and all the rewards and different things that you're going to offer and share with people. So I'm a video person, or at least I consider myself a video person. I have a video company. I'm going to do this video. It's going to be no problem. Don't even worry about it. So I go out one day, you know, I'm in Georgia. I go out in front of the trees, this beautiful scenery, hit record on my camera. I have my own camera. I think I'm going to do the video straight through. It's going to be no problem. I start talking and I'm all over the place. I can't get my thoughts together, or not even that. I have too many thoughts and I can't get them together to spit them out into the camera to say exactly what I need to say to motivate people to want to support. Support is sexy. So first day, disaster. Really didn't like it. So I decided, okay, I'm going to try another day. I'll come out, it's fine. I'll come out another day and do it. It'll be fine. So I do. I go out on a different day, and this time the video was okay, and I was okay with what I was delivering. Not exactly on point, but it was all right. I looked at it. I didn't like my hair. I'll be honest. I needed a haircut. So I said, no, I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to go get a haircut. I'll come back, do it another day. All right. So I did that. So the next time I go out, this time I decided I'm going to have a script. So I wrote a script. I had the script down. I'm going to look at it. I tried looking at it on the computer and having it in my hand and looking at it. It was just awkward. I couldn't hold it and look at it. Couldn't see it on my phone. I would have to stop and look down to read things. The sun was going down. It just didn't work. I just kept going back and forth trying to make it work before the sun went down, really. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to go inside and do it. Sit at my desk in front of the computer with the microphone. It'll be a great setup. I'll do that. And I'll ask my mom. Actually, I posted a picture of my mom being my teleprompter. She held up the computer and I was reading it from the computer. So we did that inside, did a few versions, looked at it. Didn't like that either. Didn't like the lighting, didn't like the setup, didn't like any of that. Okay, so I have a script now at least. I'm going to memorize the script and I'm going to go outside and I'm going to try to record it. I memorize the script and I go outside on another day and I try to record the video, which I did. It was much better. I did a few versions. I went out earlier, so plenty of sunshine. Did several versions, felt good about it. This is how many did I tell you now? 4th or 5th time trying. Go back out. Do it outside, memorize the script, get through it. Great. Later come in and I'm going to look at the video and I'm going to send it to Karen and her team, because one of the great things about I Fund Women is that they will create your video or edit your video for you. Actually, I think they'll create it for you too if you don't shoot it yourself, which is a big hurdle for a lot of people when we're trying to do these campaigns, getting the video to the quality that you want so that people are really interested in your brand and what you're doing. So I was getting the video together to send to them. Come in, get it up on my screen. I have a huge monitor because I look at a lot of videos. huge monitor, get it up on my screen. The video version that I really like, you'll never guess what was wrong. I'm not even going to ask you to guess. You'll never guess what was wrong with it. I had a dog hair on the tip of my nose. One white dog hair, because we have a white dog around here. I don't know how it got there. I hadn't pet him that morning or bothered him or anything. It probably brushed up from clothing or the air or who knows. The most random of random things. I didn't feel it there because it's one little, I didn't even notice it at first. And I thought, oh, is that the sunlight? What is that little strip on my nose? What is that? It is, at least I believe it was, a dog hair. I'm going to blame him. That's what it was. So random. I'm a goofball. I have this great video with the hair on my nose. Now, I had other versions, thankfully, because I didn't do just one. You always want to do a couple of versions, even if you like one. And I decided, you know what? This is obviously imperfect, dog hair on the nose, but I'm going to send it to them just so they can see this is the version I like, the way I delivered this. Here it is. But the random thing, I have a dog hair on my nose. Can you see it? Can you fix it in post? If not, here's another version. Sent it to them. We didn't use that version. They used the one with more sunlight, which I liked. I didn't like as much as the other, but it's edited. It looks beautiful. We've gone back and forth a couple of times. Karen and her team are phenomenal. So I really love the video. And as I said, you will be seeing it very soon as part of the campaign. No dog hair, just beautiful sunlight. Great video. I really love it. Now, all of this to say, at that point when I saw the dog hair, I honestly wanted to scream because I felt like this would have been perfect if not for that one thing. Even with the version that I didn't like as much, when I sent it to Karen, I gave her notes on one part and I said, I don't like this because I really stutter here, and can we fix it and take this out and put this in? And she responded to me, which was such a wise response. You didn't stutter. You seem authentic. And that really stuck with me. Wow, okay. It was a moment of me just being authentic when I'm talking. And as I do on here, on the podcast, on these solo episodes, I don't really have a script. I might have some ideas in mind of what I want to say, but I'm really just talking, sharing with you all as if we were having a conversation, because that's what I think of it as. We're having a conversation and I hear back from you later on. You just don't respond in the moment. But in any case, she said that it felt authentic. And I thought, that's right. It's not perfect. It's authentic. So I'm sharing that story with you all just to remind you all to focus on being authentic and not worrying about being perfect. I feel like as entrepreneurs, I know, so let me speak for myself, especially because of this story. We do things over and over and over and over again, trying to get it perfect. And there's nothing wrong with trying to get things right. You want it to look good. You want to present your best. But at a point, you have to let it go. And I think that's the point that I got to. I had to let it go. Not because I was tired of doing it or I thought, Joe, just forget it. I'll just send this. It was, you know what? I'm going to send this. This is the best I could do. Let me get feedback on it. That's another thing. Release whatever you're working on. If you feel like you've gotten it to the point where it's the best you can do at this time, release it so you can get feedback on it. A lot of times I think we don't release things because we're scared that the feedback is going to be anything other than, oh, that's perfect. That's everything it needs to be. No change is needed. And if you do get that feedback, great. But if you get feedback where people say things like Karen said to me, no, the stutter is fine. It makes you seem authentic. We don't have to change that. I think it's better. Or feedback might be, I suggested some images, for example, for the video. And she said, no, I don't think you need that because, et cetera, et cetera. So you get feedback on things when you release it from people that you're working with before you make a big release, or even from your audience. You know, for example, with this podcast, if I had waited till, I don't know, when it would have been considered perfect, I never would have gotten this far. I wouldn't have the downloads I have. I wouldn't have the audience I have. I wouldn't be able to connect with you all because you wouldn't know about it because I'd still be waiting. So think about something that you're working on and creating in your business that you may be holding on to because you're trying to get it perfect, when really you have to look at, is this authentic? Is this my best? Is this representing what I want to offer to people? Can I put it out there at this point and get feedback? Don't hold on to it forever. You have to let it go. Now, is there a certain amount of time? There's no specific time. Oh, you need to work on it for a month, or in my case, you need to do the video 6 times before you actually let it go. You know when you've overdone it to a point that, you know what, I'm just holding on to this out of fear rather than trying to get it right. get to a point where you say, you know what? I'm holding on to this, trying to make this perfect. Is it authentic? Yes, I need to let it go and get some feedback. Because you know what? Feedback helps you move forward, especially if you get it from people that you trust or audience that you're serving and they're giving you feedback on what you're offering to them. Feedback helps you move forward. Don't think of it as criticism or something that's going to set you back. Take from it what you need to help you to improve whatever you're offering. Feedback helps you move forward. So remember, you want to be authentic, not perfect. And because in fact, even with the video, the final version that I really love, that I think is fun, and it does show me in my authentic, silly, goofy, lighthearted self, it really does capture that. And you know why? Because it's not perfect. Because that area, at least where I think I stuttered, Karen says is authentic, it is in there. All of that is there. It's fine. It's going to work. I think it's going to be great. You all will see it. And you know what? You will give me feedback, because feedback will help me move forward. So I hope this was helpful for you all, sharing a few insights this week with you of just my journey and things that I've learned. And I want to hear feedback from you. So be sure to get in touch with me at Elayne Fluker on social media. Be sure to also go to supportissexypodcast.com to see other interviews with inspiring women entrepreneurs that I've talked to in previous episodes. And for this episode, to get any of the resources that I mentioned, especially ifundwomen.com, I'll have a link there and you can go and find out more information if you're thinking about doing a campaign, a crowdfunding campaign for your business. All right, so thank you all so much for listening. You know I love you and appreciate you being here. And now you know what to do. Go out there and create something sexy and something authentic. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care.